There's a lot of chatter around the federal tariffs, especially related to steel and trade with the US. Is there any local conversations or preparations happening at the city level in case this escalates further?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned the advocacy that we do with the provincial and federal governments. I think that the longer it goes on, frankly, the worse it is going to be for our community. I don't think there's any hiding that fact. The tariffs, last time they were in place, it's public knowledge, cost the steel plant hundreds of millions of dollars. I suspect it will be similar this time. I hope that the tariffs are in place for less time. They were imposed in March. We're now practically in June. So we're going on, what is that, 3 months? I'm hoping we can get a resolution of that issue as quick as possible because it is going to hurt if it goes on as long as it did last time. And the advocacy that we do needs to be ramped up, not, we can't get accustomed to having them in place or just accept that they are there. The longer it goes on, the more dire it becomes, the louder our voices need to be heard. And that's why we do advocacy with, I've had advocacy, I'd mentioned with the Premier and the Prime Minister, but also with our counterparts in Sault, Michigan, the Sault, Michigan Council. We have a joint meeting next week, or no, 2 weeks from now, to advance, the relationship. And through the relationship, you ask them to advocate against the tariffs with their government. We saw some court decisions out of the US yesterday that may affect the legality of tariffs. We'll see. I'm sure they'll be appealed and take some time to work through the judicial system. But I think every bit of advocacy we could do is critical. And that's why with the Mayor of Sault, Michigan, we've advocated for, we've advocated to their congressman right across the river, Jack Bergman, to bring the message to Washington that the tariffs are not only hurting our primary industry here in Sault Ste. Marie, they're hurting the Sault, Michigan economy because they are reliant on us to go over there and spend dollars. And that's why I've been asking, the community to spend as much as they can locally and to keep their dollars locally. That's why we're doing the advocacy with Sault, Michigan to try and get their government to change their mind, because it is not going to be Canadians that get the American government to change its mind. It's going to be Americans to get the American government to change their mind.